like in our education system, most the curriculum of our education system need to be looked at again, especially in the high school, the secondary school, yes, and the upper primary. We must incorporate practical subjects into the our education system, like the agriculture. Like I'll give you an example. When I was in grade 9, 10, 11, and 12 in the Rosary Secondary School, Kondu in Simbu, in grade 9 and 10, during a practical skills period, we boys normally used to go into the workshop. We were being taught about the different types of tools. Those tools where we're gonna need, like when you go back to the village every day, like the carpentry tools, the tools for gardening. So yeah, that's what we did. And then in grade 10, we were given projects. So we were assigned, each student was assigned at least 2 plots. So what we learned in our agriculture class, during our agriculture class, what we learned, we were taught, very specific subject, how to, for example, how to plant cabbage, pak choy, wongbok, how to plant tomatoes, how to plant corn. So you see, we planted the specific, the crop that we chose. So, for example, I chose to plant cabbage, the eureka, and corn. So we planted them, and then we applied the knowledge that we've got from our agriculture class. The school provided the resources like the seedlings and all this, the fertilizers, NPK. So we applied all this in the agricultural product we had, and then during the harvest, we sold the food back to the schoolmates. You see, we sold it back to the schoolmates, and then they have created a small account in the school, within the school, for us, the students. So the proceedings from our sales for over crops now is credited into our account. And then now you see our basic business study skills comes into play. So management over now agriculture project now, it becomes a small kind of a small business for us. So every harvest that we do, we sell, we keep record. Now business studies comes in, we keep record, and then our money is in the school account. It is credited against our name. So we have a small canteen there, and we also have a small farm. So every time when we want to go to the canteen, we just give our name, and then they say, okay, for example, Theo, okay, you have 100 kina in your account, so you can, I want to get, okay, say soap or some biscuit or stuff like that. Okay, they take the money from my account there. So that was very nice. That was very nice. So when you went to grade 11, they taught us how to plant and harvest rice. That's very beautiful. And then that was that. And then they also taught us how to look after pigs, and cows and rabbit and fish farming. So I was very I was very interested in raising rabbit husbandry. So my proceedings, I saved some of my proceedings from my garden, say around 180 something, yeah. And then at the end of the academic year here, I bought two rabbits, a male and a female. So I went, and during my holiday, I spent looking after the rabbit. And then I was also interested in fisheries. So I also took fisheries, fish farming, inland fish farming. So what I did was I looked after, I dug up a small fish pond, and then I looked after rabbit. So the rabbit house is just at the side of the fish pond. So the manure from the rabbit now goes into the fish pond. So yeah, I was keeping myself very busy, not knowing within just 2 years, from 2 rabbits I already had 100 and almost 120 rabbits. So it was very interesting. It was very nice. So one rabbit, like mature rabbit, is 50 kina, and the rabbit meat, I tell you, just off the hook. So yeah, these are very practical subjects we had, which was fun. So we need to have such subjects, such syllabus in our high schools and secondary schools and primary schools. So when people cannot make it into universities and college, Papua New Guinea, you make it ground pull up, go back, bring the skills back, apply the skills, and you make money. You make money. You don't necessarily need to go to university and college and make money. With these practical skills that we've learned in the school, we need to go back. I mean, by go back to making money in the place. So I love this syllabus or this practice I've been making Lukondio. I really love it. And if I'm just dying to see most or almost all our schools, high schools and secondary schools in Papua New Guinea, taking on board this syllabus and this kind of practice. So, like, what are we going to say? We have technical secondary schools. We need to have a lot of technical secondary schools in this country. As much as possible, we try to make all our secondary schools and high schools technical secondary schools. So when people cannot make it into universities and college, at least they graduate with a life skill. You look. So it's back to the people in the hierarchy who said on custodians law, all these law systems being planned as that. We have to. It's about time now. We have to think, because now you look. We have a lot of grade 12s and college and unemployed. They just graduated and then sometimes make it through the system. The college and the university pass outs on the street doing nothing, sorting to illicit drugs, illegal activities. Most of these people, when you find out, they have not been taught a practical skill like this entire life, school life, Blolia. So when they cannot get through the system now, when they cannot, get a job, they're literally becoming useless. They're becoming liabilities. Now this is the kind of people. It is a waste. You see, this is a waste of human resource. It's a waste of human resource. So again, it goes back to our education system and all this. So I really love this. The way it's the system we all been putting in Rosary Secondary School Kondu lots of time. Those of us who have been who've passed out from that time, we really learned practical life skills. Now I'm still doing it. This is the practice look at him rabbit and fish pond, which me line him, me master him, plan him all crops. It is still with me. It is still with me, and I'm still doing it. So it's up to our government to enforce this and make him plenty. Just put it into a secondary schools and high schools. Make it all become technical secondary schools and high schools. So what are we going to say? This is a backup plan.